My name is Adrian Nanchev, and this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So subscribe and click the bell notification for more remarkable advice. Now, time and value. There are two key concepts when understanding and getting paid accordingly. Is you got to focus your time on income producing activities and knowing the correlation between price and value. So income producing activities first. This is essentially looking at your entire day and understanding what activities will create income for you, whether upfront or whether they increase your cash flow, monthly cash flow, by even 1%. You want to focus on activities that will increase your income over time. Now, I was at a business event recently, and there was a person that was selling these, I want to say crafts kind of products, selling online. And the person was doing these physical events, like these trade shows. And I said to her, that's one of the last things I would do as optional. I would focus more on building online presence, generating the attention and awareness and desire and interest around your products, as opposed to spending a day of your time going to an event and selling them in person. Because when you sell them in person, you're essentially not optimizing your time as efficiently as you could be if you were creating more marketing content and more online attention and awareness to then facilitating more purchases tomorrow. Also, put it this way, if you could make a phone call to a business partner and you could have made £100, but the grass needs cutting, there are two real choices. You can either cut the grass yourself and miss out on that phone call, or you can hire someone for £10 and they can cut that grass for you, so you can make that phone call to make £100. The opportunity cost is £100. The opportunity being, if I spend £10 over there, I can get £100 over here. It frees up my time to work on income producing activities. So this is what the person was facing. They were going to these events, admittedly to sell their products, but if they spent that same time creating more online presence, creating online demand and awareness, and combined with the team to fulfill the orders for her, they could have made much more money in the long term, as opposed to a nice little bumper on one day, then sales would be back to normal. So focus on income producing activities. These are essentially distractions. Careful for distractions throughout the day, things that will not increase your income. 80% of your cash flow will come from 20% of your activities. You've got to identify what those 20% are and magnify them. Magnify your strengths, magnify what works for you, and scale it up. And whatever's not working for you, delegate to somebody else, to a team, outsource to the computer or to a virtual assistant, or find a way to delete it so to not bother with it. Now, the other thing to consider is the difference, or the correlation even, between price and value. Price is what you pay for something, value is what you get back, whether you are a consumer or a producer. What you pay for something will determine what you're going to get back. So everyone knows the saying, you get what you pay for. It's very true. In London, there is a company that sells shoes, £500, and these shoes will last you a long time. Last you years and years, and probably hard wearing as well, and custom fit to your feet, and good material and good craftsman. £500 compared to, say, a £1 shoe from somewhere like Walmart or Asda that might last 1 to 3 months. Those shoes will have holes in them very shortly, be standard and mass produced, and you get what you pay for. Warren Buffett, the billionaire investor, was playing golf a few years ago, and there's a story about him playing golf. And they said to him, his friends said to him, they bet he could, for £10,000, that he could not do a hole in one. And Warren Buffett looked at the odds of him doing a hole in one, and he calculated it was 200,000 to 1, and he realised that a 10,000 bet was not worth that odds, or those odds. It was more like 100 $1,000+ was more in line to his chances of actually achieving it. The price of something will always determine the value of something. You've got to understand what the value is that you're getting, and then you can determine the price for it, if it's underpriced or overpriced. In the case of golfing, the probability of him actually getting a hole-in-one was way higher than what they were offering. So there was a price to value mismatch. I was with a few friends recently, a few days ago. It was 1 AM, and they had been drinking, and they wanted to go to a strip club in the city, 30 or 26 miles away. 1 AM, and they wanted me to drive them there. And I wanted to offer them around £10 or £15 per person, and there was 3 of them, to cover the petrol. They thought I was ripping them off, but they didn't see a fair value. They didn't see fair value when it was offered to them. Because it was 1 AM, I'm not a taxi service. I was going out with them on the basis of I wouldn't be driving, so it was kind of unexpected. They were also paying for my 4 years of driving experience, and the most that any one of them had was 2 years. So I had a lot more, and he had crashed his car as well. I'm much more safer. So they were paying, and I could get there in 1 hour, not mess about. They were paying for all those things, and the correct value, the correct price for all these values was £15 each. Ideally it would have been 20, but that might have been a bit too much of a stretch. But they didn't see what they could see what they were paying, but they couldn't see what they were going to get. They wanted to get to the place, but they didn't understand what they were paying for. And what they were paying for was speed, safety, security, and there was no trains. So there was no trains at that time of day, so I was the only option. I was their emergency option, in fact. So I was like, you know, there's so much demand, but there's like only so little supply. So there's a massive mismatch. So you got to understand, price is what you pay, value is what you get. And focus your time on income producing activities, things that will increase your income. This is how the rich get richer as well. They're always focusing and creating, building and buying more assets. Assets that put money into their pocket. Put money into their pocket automatically from different streams and multiple streams. Business here, stocks over there, things like that. Startups over here. The more income producing or products you have, the richer you become. The rich play the same game of life, 24 hours in a day, feel hungry, stuff like that, but they play by different rules. It's important to know. So if this is your first time to the channel, subscribe, because this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So click subscribe and press the bell notification, and I'm glad to have played a small part in your journey. So subscribe, and you'll see me again soon.